How are we doing, everybody?
Hola,
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy with It. I'm Mo,
I'm Madri.
and what are we playing today?
We're playing Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
Lots of words. We're playing a game that has a lot of words in it. So we're playing Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. So this is the little brother, I guess you would say, of Terraforming Mars, which we've not played that or this. But of course, the Kickstarter is active right now for the 2 new expansions. So I figured, let's go ahead and give this a shot. I did do an unboxing, which I posted earlier, which I did a couple weeks ago, and people thought that was amazing that somehow I had a video go live the same day as a Kickstarter. Shocker. No, that's called, recording and scheduling. It's not, so that's called. But yeah, so in Terraforming Mars, it is an engine building game where we are trying to terraform Mars. Imagine that. We are going to be playing the cooperative version. So I know a lot of people probably show or play the regular version, but in 2 players, there is a special cooperative version. And I think it's maybe to help with the planning stage, because you're not going to get as many planning actions out with less people. But we're going to see how it works. We're going to see if we can cooperatively terraform Mars. And the second condition is get over 80 points combined to win the game. So with that said, let me go ahead and switch the camera over and we'll give a brief rundown of how Ares Expedition works. All right. So here we are. This is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, all set up for a 2-player game. How do you know it's a 2-player game? Because there's 2 boards. That's how you know. So basically the game is played over a couple modes of, I want to say phases, but that's like part 2. A couple sequences. So the first sequence is we're going to plan out what we want to do. So as you can see here, both of us are going to have a set of cards. Each card will allow us to activate that particular phase during the phase turn. So we have development, which allows us to build buildings. We have construction, development, which allows us to develop things. Construction, which allows us to build things. Action, which allows us to take action off of our board. Production, which allows us to gain things off of the cards that we've played. So of course, it wouldn't be very smart to play this at the beginning of the game. And then research, which is just a way for you to draw cards to maybe get something better rather than waiting for the end of round, right? Because there's no way to get more cards unless you have a card that says to draw a card, right? So we're going to play that first. Once we play that, then we will choose our cards from our hand and play them out, right? So we can start building or developing what we need in order to terraform Mars. We are playing with the starter card. So in the bottom corner, there's a little star. It's what's recommended for a first game. This is our first game because all of our gameplays are a first time play. That way we can give a real first impression. You can also kind of get a semblance of how difficult or easy the game is going to be based on just reading the rule book once or twice. I did watch a watch it played video. So Rodney tried to teach me. I don't know if it's stuck. The second thing is we each have our own little faction here. I am the Hellion, or Helion. I don't know, they're the space faction. They are 28 MC is my starting MC, right? Yeah, I want to make sure that was my starting number up here at the top. I also, when I start with 3 heat, production, and 28 MC. And then I have an effect that I may use heat as MC. MC is mega credits, basically your money in the game. It's these cubes. And then I can not use my MC as heat. The other thing is whenever we do a stage 4, which is production stage, I get to get 3 heat. And whenever we do a stage 1 or 3, or 1 through 3, which is playing your cards, that is when that piece takes effect. And oddity is
Ecoline.
Ecoline.
Ecoline. And it is 27 MC.
So that's your starting. You start with 27, okay?
And then it says for my produce, you start with 1 plant production and 27. Okay, see?
Yep. And then on your production, you produce 1 plant. If you do the number 4 action, the produce action.
And then effect is when you spend plants to gain a forest.
Victory points. Yeah, just victory points.
Victory points token and raise oxygen. You spend 1 less plant. So
That's
I don't.
Number 3. So
For number 3,
actions, which are the ones that are on your board.
So I would spend 7.
Instead of 8. Yep. So that's the one thing there. So different ways to win the game. So to win the game, we're going to have a total of 30 rounds. So in the co-op, you can see we have these cubes over here. That basically gives us some free money each turn. And then we also have these little red cubes, which are, you know, player not playing. And that allows us to trade cards. So I'm probably going to be focusing on heat, because that seems to be what my guys do. And Adri's probably going to be focusing on plants, because that's what her guys do. So the reason those come in is important is heat. We want to be able to raise the temperature from 0, or I don't even know what the, oh, that's oxygen, from 0 degrees Celsius all the way, oh no, this is oxygen.
This is my negative 30.
Oh, we're negative 30 degrees right now. So we want to go from negative 30 degrees all the way up to 4 degrees.
8.
Oh, 8 degrees. Yeah, we want to go all the way up to 8 degrees. And then we want to get the oxygen. The light is causing this nice linen finish to reflect on me funny. We want to go from, well, we want to go all the way up to 14%. That basically that.
0, it says. 0.
Yeah, 0 to 14%. So the way we do that is by spinning our heat. So we need 8 heat to get this to go up. That gives us 1 point on the tracker there. Or we need to build or plant some trees to make the oxygen go up. And when we plant a tree, same thing. It's going to cost 8 for me, 7 for Adri. And then this is going to cause this to go up. And then the third condition for winning the game is before we end our 15 rounds, that's why there's 30 tokens over here, we need to be able to flip all of these over to the ocean side. And that cost 15 mega credits to be able to flip those over. That's basically it. I mean, that's how you play. You choose what you want to do, whether you want to develop, play, whatever. Then you are going to play your card, activate if somebody else happens to play the activation on your card, and wash, rinse, and repeat until we terraform Mars. That's it.
Okay.
All right, that's it. All right, so it is simultaneous action. We are probably going to play a little bit slower than that, so that way we can explain our turns and what we're thinking. But it is considered a simultaneous action game, so that means it could go pretty quick. Now, this is blind action here. You know, we are not telling each other what we're doing. So I need to see what card do I want to play first. I said I was going to do some heat production, right? And then some of these might have, I don't think any of the cards we have right now, but some of them might have extra conditions on the card that'll say you have to, up in this top underneath this number, there might be something up here that says you need something extra to be able to do it.
Okay.
All right. So I think I'm going to do, okay, so I know what I'm going to do. All right. All right, so that is what I am doing. So you got to figure out which one you wanted to do, whether you wanted to play a green card, blue card, whether you wanted to do actions, produce, or draw another card. And you just play that.
And, wait, un momento. This is... Okay. So...
All right, so you play face down, all right. And so I'm doing develop, and Adri is doing production.
Production is what I should
Production
do.
is what you should not do. You can take that back. You can't produce anything, you don't have any cards yet. You could do the same card. I mean, you could play the green if you want to build a building. You can play the red or blue, you know. All right, so we're going to do develop and develop. So each player can play one green project card. Now that's each because we both played one, so that means we can play 2, right? And then the bonus, we pay 3 less for the card you play this phase. So that means we pay 3 less for our card, but then we have to pay full price for the other card since we both played that same thing. So this was the one I was going to do, which cost me 11 minus my 3. So that will cost me 7, no, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's how I built that one. So yours is 3 less, so it only cost you 2. But I did this, and this has a action, which allows me to draw a card. So if you can hand me a card there.
So mine says during the production phase, this produces 1 plant.
Yeah, so you basically, if you choose to do production, that's how you activate your cards, is from your production phase. So, all right, and then that was mine. So now I'm going to do yours, which I have to pay full price for. I think I'm going all out. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. So this one, I gained 3 plants. So 1, 2, 3. And then that cost me 11 because I had to pay full price because that was the one that Oddity played. Oh, that's a 15. I should get some change. Used up all my monies, but this one is during production phase. I'm going to get some mega credits, and this one here during the production phase, I'm going to get 2 heat. So you don't have to keep those visible. You can just cover them up because this is kind of self-explanatory. 1 heat, 2 credits, right? So you just cover them up like that, so you know what you get. All right. So you have to play a card for mine. So you have to do what my card says plus what your card says. So. Oh, and I forgot as soon as we started the round, after we did this, we should have taken our 1 copper. We forgot to do that.
Did you give me 1?
Yep, I gave you 1. All right.
But with this one, did I do something?
No, that's during the production phase. So this one you just play next to it. Yep. And this one during the production phase, you'll get 1 credit plus 2 plants. All right. So that is going to cost you the full 19 because, yeah, it's expensive. That's fine.
So I have to pay?
Yeah, so it'd be the 10, the 5, or 10 and 2 5s will work. I'll give you 1 back. There you go. There we go. So that is 1 round. That's the full round. You're supposed to flip these things over just to keep track, but I mean, since it's only 2-player, I don't really see the reason to flip these over. But that's what these are for. You're supposed to be able to flip them over to say, okay, we're on this phase, we're on this phase. But in a 2-player game, I don't think it's really necessary. All right, so we cannot play this again next round. So we have to choose something different. So we want to look at our cards and see what we got and see what we might want to do this round. Oh, that's expensive.
How do I get the energy? Is that energy? The lightning bolt?
No, the lightning bolt is an effect. So that is basically when you play the card that you get that effect. So I don't know why they call it lightning bolt, but it's a vent is what they call it, and they show a down arrow for it in the rule book, which is weird, instead of the lightning bolt. But that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the event. That's what happens there. Number 11. Ability. This section lists an additional requirement needed to play the card. Oh, no, that's a check mark. Where's the lightning?
I'm talking about
the lightning
one.
What do you mean? You have to show me the card. I don't know what you mean.
These, I forgot what you said.
Oh, yeah. So you have to have those here. See, right now I have 1 house. Nothing else. You have a leaf in a house. Yeah. So some cards will have that on it. But the lightning bolt, there you go, draw 2 cards. Microprocessors green, cost 17. Yeah, they're talking about the math. I don't want to know the math. Yeah, that's the immediate effect. So the lightning bolt is the immediate effect. I don't know why it's not really drawn out anywhere else, but yeah, that's an immediate effect, the lightning bolt. So that's where I gained 3 plants, and on this one, I got to draw a card. All right, so you have to determine what you want to do on this next turn. So you can do what you haven't done already. I don't think.
So you mean from these cards?
Yeah, from what's left in your hand. Mm-hmm.
From what's left in my hand? Okay.
Well, no, yeah. Well, you want to figure out what's in your hand. Do you want to play one of these? And if you do, then you know that you want to play the red-green, the red-blue card. If you don't want to play one of these cards this turn, then that means you might want to do the actions on your board, or the production phase, or the draw card phase. So you basically have to choose what you want to do. You can't mess up. There's no way to mess this game up, as far as I know. Because you basically were stuck with doing one or the other. So you can't do the same thing over and over.
And I'm choosing right now from these cards.
Well, no. You're choosing which one of these you want to do. But in order to know whether or not you want to do the construction, you need to look at these cards.
See, okay. Just see, depends what you already have.
If you want to construct something, yeah. Yeah. And when you construct something, you can draw a card, or you can play an additional blue or red card this phase. And then actions. I don't have anything I can do with actions. It's almost like right now the only thing is like develop, produce, develop, produce. It's like everybody's going to do the same. We're going to do the same thing. Oh, that I don't. Oh, that I can do. Okay. I think I'm going to.
All these colors match the cards.
Yes. Well, no. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. The 1 is green to play a green card. The 2 is red-blue to play a red or blue card. The other 3 have nothing to do with cards.
No, but I mean, these are development. The green ones and the orange ones are production.
Red and blue are red and blue. Those are not production. Production is this, what's already out in your tableau.
So all this is to develop?
Develop or to build, construct.
Okay.
Develop is green, construct is red and blue cards. That's why I said 1 and 2 are the only 2 that have anything to do with cards. And then 3, 4, and 5 have nothing to do, well, 5 is draw, but to play cards, you need to play 1 or 2. If you want to produce, if you want to do these, if you want to get your leaves so you can start planting trees, then you'd want to do produce. Correct. You don't know what I did because, you know.
I know what if I want to keep developing.
Yeah, you can't make the same thing twice in a row.
Right.
So it has to be a different action each turn. And you probably want to do this. And I don't know if there's gonna be a better way to do this. There we go. We'll do it this way. Because you want to be able to, because this is part of your produce action. When you take your produce action, you do your company's production. Oh, here's yours. Yeah, that works. Put it over there. All right. So I did construct, and you take your develop back. You did produce. You take that back. All right. So then we just both same time we go ahead and do what both cards say. So my construct, each player can play a blue or a red card. Your production is each player gains heat, plants, basically whatever your orange sections of your card say to do. You also gain 4 MC for playing that card. So you automatically get your 4 MC for playing it. You get 4 MC for playing it. And then you go ahead and do your production action. So you get to produce 1 plant there. So go ahead and increase your plants.
Why is this backwards?
I don't know. You started with 1 plant. You should be at 2 now. And then you create 3 more plants. All right? And then you get 1 monies for that. And now on my card, you can construct a blue or red card. So that's what I wanted to do on mine, was I wanted to construct.
If I don't have any. I don't have.
You have no blue or red cards?
Nope.
Yes, you do. Those are red. Don't ask, they're red. The red cards look like orange. We don't know why, but they are red.
The colors are confusing me because this matches this.
You're right. They did a very. We can mention that during our first impressions at the end as part of the components. So I need to spend all 5 of my monies that I have to build this. It requires purple temperature. Temperature is currently in the purple. And then the action is I can gain 1 plant or add a microbe to another card. I forget what the microbes do. Microbes are used for something.
I don't have enough monies.
To play either one of those. Right? And then I'm going to do my production. So I get 3 heat. 1, 2, 3. And then I get 2 more heat. 1, 2. And then I get 2 credits. And then I can draw a card, or I can play another red or blue.
So, momento. I lose heat if I play this. This is small. So all the heat that you have is lost.
Well, yeah, you can't play this one because you don't have the requirement.
Gain for plant. What requirement? The
The bottom, the little check mark requirement.
requires you to me.
Yes,
Okay.
requires you to spend 3 heat. If you can't make the play, you can't make the play. It just means you can't play that.
Because the other one I have is not. Is 21. I don't have enough.
Have enough for that one. Okay, so yeah, you just can't make that play. Oh, we forgot at the beginning of the turn. Hang on, we forgot at the beginning of the turn to take this. Now this does give you the option to trade. If would you want to maybe trade a card with me, because I have one that you would be able to afford.
Okay.
All right, so you take that, and I'm going to go ahead and take one of these. All right, so I'm going to trade you Bribe Committee.
And I choose what to give you, or what?
Yeah, you just choose what you want to trade me for Bribe Committee. And then I'm going to draw. I don't want to play these 2 cards. I'm going to draw another card.
It has to be red.
No, just any card you want to give me. So again, I'm working on heat. You're working on plants, right? All right. So that's what so we didn't mention at the beginning, but that's what, or I mentioned at the beginning. So when we keep forgetting to do that, when we play our card, we're supposed to grab one or the other, either the money or the trade cards. So the trade cards just let us trade cards between each other. Now I've done the trade, which is outside of our normal actions. So you now can play that card. All right, so that costs you 5. It costs you 5 to play. Now you move yourself up 2 spots on the track over there. So that's points, basically. All right.
Pero is 2 there? No.
Yeah, move your TR 2 steps. This is your TR.
Why does it say 10 there? 10 is not.
Because we start at 5. You don't start at 0, you start at 5.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not sure why, but okay, so that's an event card. So once you play that, I don't think you do anything with this. With the red cards, I think the red cards are just one-time events, and then you don't do anything with them. I think you can just guard them. Red cards have effects that happen immediately and do not provide any additional impact after they're played other than the tag they provide. Okay, so it's just this tag. That's really all you're getting off of this card now. It's just this little tag right there. So you can kind of just put him down here. He doesn't need to be in that line because you're not going to do any production off of him.
So I gain these thingies, like now if I can play one that says if I play the...
We did play things out of order. We should have done construction first, then production. That's where this comes in. We should have done that, then that. Sorry, we were playing out of order. I'm sorry, no, what were you saying?
Because of all these?
Yeah, you play in this order. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So I have these things, or what are these icons here?
Yes, those are what you have. So if a card says you need to have a plant and a building, then now you have a plant and a building.
Okay.
If it says you need to have an earth or the world, then you have the world. Those are just things for making things. That's all. But yeah, I'm not sure what I've got these microbes now, and I have no idea what the microbes do. Okay. So now we're on to the next round. So and when you get we get our development cards back. Yours.
Back to the hand?
Yeah, back in your hand. So you get to choose. We're doing this step right now. Do I have enough? I do have enough to raise the heat. All right. All right, I'm gonna take my copper. Now it says you can put over here, but I'm trying to figure out how you would ever have so much heat and plants that you filled this up and then you need to start tracking it over here. Like these don't make any sense. I don't know when you would ever have that much to where you would have to start tracking them in there as well. All right, so we take our first card back and we flip over our action cards. All right, so you are develop is first, so we go with you first. So each player can play 1 green card, and you get to play 3. You pay 3 less for your green card. I have to pay full price for mine. That kind of hurt because that stops me from doing what I was going to do.
So I pay, okay, I pay 3 less.
Mm-hmm.
So I pay 5.
Oh, did you get your 1 for when you played your phase card? So it should be number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, yeah, 22. May play. I don't want to play because that's going to stop me from doing what I wanted to do this round. So I'm not gonna develop. All right. So now we're on to action. So action is this board. So any player can take any actions on your board. So that includes. Oh, actually, I forgot. Actually hang on. Let's go back to develop. I forgot I can discard a card for 3 monies. I don't think I'm going to get enough money for this one, so I'm going to discard. Decimos down, which raises the heat a lot, but it costs 30 to do that. But that gives me 3 copper. So now I have 7 copper. I'm going to do sponsors for 5. All right. So there we go. And basically this, during the production phase, I get 2 more monies. So once I start producing, I'll be able to do it. Okay, now we can go to the action stage. So I'm going to spend 8 heat to raise the heat by 1, which then also gives me 1 victory point or 1 TP. All right, and then I can activate 1 action an additional time. I don't have any other actions that I think I can do. I can't afford those. Yeah, I can't afford anything else, so I can't even do the bonus.
Is this 5 or 10?
5.
Oh, then I am stealing the bank.
Stop stealing from the bank. 1, 5, 10. Okay. Did you want to do one of the actions? Can you do one of the actions? Or you don't have enough to do any actions? No. It's 20 for a tree, 14 for heat, 8 plants, or for your case, 7 plants for a tree, 8 heat for temperature, or 15 for to flip one of those tiles. Okay, so maybe that was too, maybe I think I probably did this a little bit too early. I probably should have waited to do the actions until we both had a lot. So that's my screw up. All right, so now we're on to the next round. Do that.
So I don't do that.
Well, you can't. You have nothing to do with that one. I don't know why. I just play your card. I'm just holding onto it so you know you can't play it. That's why it says to do that 90-degree angle thing, and so that way you make sure that you don't play the card twice in a row.
But I only have.
You're probably gonna have to. Oh, I wonder if we shouldn't have doubled up. It doesn't say. That's actually a good question. I just thought about that. From that very first round, we may have messed up because in that round, it doesn't say to resolve both cards. Like if it doesn't say that once all players have done this, the chosen phases are revealed. These cards determined for this round. For each phase that was chosen, flip the associated phase tracking token face up so the name of the phase is showing. Resolving phases. During the step, players resolve the phases chosen during the step. The chosen phases are always resolved in that order. Each player resolves each of the chosen phases and only the chosen phases once per round. Okay, so we messed at the very beginning of the game. We messed up because we did both of our cards when we had duplicates. If there's duplicates, you only do it once because you're only activating that phase once. That's the whole point, is to activate that phase. So we messed up the first round. Somebody's probably already let us know in the comment. Well, nobody's let us know in the comments now because we're currently live. Somebody will watch the video and let us know. All right. So you ready to? What phases are we doing? Production. So I knew that was probably going to happen, that we'd both play production. All right. So go ahead and produce. We both gained 4 MC because we both actually played.
was gonna grab
Don't steal from the, that's our game timer there. So we both get 4 MC, and then you just activate all your stuff and
but do all my stuff.
do all your stuff, all your orange stuff on your board, wherever you need to do your stuff. So I get 1, 2, 3 for that. I can get a,
This I repeat? No.
yes, everything repeat. This is you're building out your engine. So this is what they call engine building. So you're building out your engine, and every turn you're gonna be able to activate
Get this. I get this. You didn't give me this, did you?
from here. No, I've not. Yeah, I haven't given you anything. Did you do? You did this one first. Did that?
No. That is.
That's your,
So 3, and that one is 4. I am at 9.
that's good. So that means next time we do an action, you can do that.
How do I? Oh, 1, 2.
All right. So I'll
Fuegos.
do a leaf. Do 2 fire, and then I get another 4.
And then I played this.
This is just. This isn't. You can't activate this because this doesn't have an orange or a blue.
So that is not for production.
No, that's not for production. Oh, actually, this is actually an action. So during my action phase last time, oops, this is why you want to set them separately. Okay. During my action, I should have gained 1 leaf. I gained it now, which is happenstance, too late, but either way, the net income is the same of 1. But this is action because they're blue. So when you do your action step, you activate the blue cards. We're definitely learning. This is definitely a learning experience. Something completely different than I think we've played before.
Yes.
Well, that's all we can do because that was that round. So put this one off to the side. You can't do that this round, so you should only have 4 cards in your hand. Well, not cards, but yeah. What do I want to do? You're doing plants, so. All right, ready? All right, so we got development and construction. We do development first. Now we do need to draw our monies. All right, so each player can play 1 green project card. Do I want to play the green project card though? That's the question. 5, 7, 8.
So I pay nothing.
Because yours is 3. You can never pay nothing. It says you have to at least pay 1. So it says it.
If it costs 3 and it's free,
It said in the book that nothing is ever free. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to play my fusion power. Oh no, I can't play fusion power yet. Dang it. I'm going to instead do my geothermal power because I can do that. Which is I'm going to spend with 8 or 7, and then I'm going to use 1 heat. Oops, go the other direction. Not up, goes down. I'm going to use 1 heat because of my ability. So then I have 2 más heat. All right. So now we go to the construction phase, and I'm going to play this research for 5. Which allows me to draw 2 cards. There is a hand limit of 10. I don't know if we're ever going to hit that.
I can't do anything.
Well, it says you may play 1 blue card or red card.
But I think I'm stuck right now forever because I don't have.
What's that red? You got that red card that costs 0. What's the?
I need to spend 3 heat, and I have only 2.
Oh, you haven't built any heat yet. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a production to get more heat then.
I did my.
Okay, that's fine. All right, and I can draw a card and play another blue card.
Before.
I don't have.
Tell me production card.
Mine's here.
Oh my.
Yours is there. We did it last round.
So that's why you couldn't do it this time.
Yeah. So I can't play another blue card, so I'm going to draw another card. All right. So put this one here, this one here, and then next round. It's pretty quick. Once you get going, it's quicker. I don't know why I'm shuffling these. I'm shuffling the cards. if you don't like any of your cards, you may need to play 5, which allows you to draw cards. I mean, that's an option. If you feel like you can't do anything right now.
To play 5?
Hmm?
To pay 5.
No, you can. Well, and again, you can always discard to get money too. Or get money and to get things. All right, ready? So I'm doing research, and you're doing production. So production comes before research. So you gain 4 plus 1.
Plus 1 from here.
Well, no, the 1 was for the. We get 1 every turn. This is our round tracker. Remember, we get 1.
I'm not.
Now you produce all your oranges.
I see.
So now you produce all your oranges.
Okay, 1.
See. 3 heat. 1, 2, 3. 2 more heat.
Oh, so now
2.
I need this one.
Then 2 more heat.
That is 1.
1, 2.
This also 12.
All right. And then I get 4 monies. That's all my production.
This is the gray box.
This one is, you may play a building. Oh, when you play a building, this is just an ongoing effect. So we'll put that up here. So this is an ongoing effect. The gray one, anytime you play a card that has this building, you pay less for it now. So that's just, it's a good thing.
That's this. See? That's what this is for? Is this?
It's an ongoing effect. Yeah. So this ongoing effect is gray, meaning it's an ongoing effect. And the ongoing effect, this symbol, means that when you build a card with this symbol, it's 2 less. Yep. All right, so put that one back in your hand. All right. I still don't have money. Although I got a lot of cards here, to be honest. I don't have enough to plant and do anything. What do I have in here? All right. Oh, can I even do that? All right. Ready? No?
See.
See? Okay. So production, all right, so development comes before production, which unfortunately does not help me. Each player may play 1 green project card, but yours is 3 less. Oh, I'm gonna take our 1 for the round. You're just collecting copper over there.
And I have to pay, look, 16.
Well, yeah. Okay, well, I am gonna do production, so I am gonna get more heat back, so I can use my heat to do this.
I wait.
No, it's simultaneous. You just, everybody, we just go at the same time. I'm going to discard that. 3. And then I don't have any of those. I'm going to do that one. All right. So I'm going to pay this one, which cost me 12. So it cost me 12. What's funny is the card I discarded, I now I have it. I discarded the wrong card, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't care about that one. That's just a draw card, and I have another draw card. Okay. So this is going to cost me 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So I played that. You did that. It was 3 less, right?
2.
See? All right. So production. So now we do all of our production again. I don't know why I took this off. I'm going to have to do it again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So I'm at 16 for heat. 2, 4, 6. Oh, I get 6. See? you make the draw a card go up? That's what this is. This is for drawing cards. And this is for getting more. And yeah, I'm not sure when you move these tracks up. Like these two make sense, right? Because we're doing it during the production phase. I'm trying to figure out when would you use these tracks. Those tracks don't make any sense to me. Why you'd ever do them? Same as like these. There's tracks for these as well. Unless there's just it's some of the cards that are in there, and we're getting nowhere near those cards. Let's see. Let's go. Ooh. Let's go here. Where's it talk about the tracks? 5. No, that's setting up the tracks. There we go. Production tracks. When you gain production of a resource, move the corresponding cube on its track and add a second cube to the right column if needed. There are 4 types of production. Production track shows how much of each resource you'll gain during the... Oh, that's where we're messing up. This shows how much you gain. You put what you gain over here. So it makes it easier to know how much you gain so you don't have to do the math every time. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then currency, I get 2, 4, 6. So I have it at 6. That's what these are for. Oh, dang it. Hang on. Before, where was I at for this? Hang on. Where? Oh, dang it. I messed myself up. I was at 16 here. I knew I was on 16 here. 10, 15. I was like, what are these wells for? Remember I asked, I said, what are these wells for? And I think I was at 4 for the plants. 4. All right. So now I can reset that to 0 because I'm not gaining any plants. I will set this to 8 because I get 8. This is how much you get on the production phase. It just makes it quicker. I don't get extra cards because I don't have a draw card out there. And then I get 6 money each turn. Okay, so let's do yours so that way.
How much of what?
Right, so you're at 6. So you're at 6 heat. Oops, gonna actually keep them separated.
Oh, but I don't use that to pay.
Yes, use that to pay. Not to buy things. You're right. There should be
to pay for cards.
There should be different cubes. They really should. They should have cubes in these colors.
So I only used whatever is
in that particular
the MC box.
Yeah. So you got 5 for that. Okay. All right. So now for your turn, you get 4. So this should be at 4. It makes it so you don't have to count your cards anymore. That's what it does. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4, and you get 2. 2. So you don't have to look at your cards anymore. That's what it's for. It's just so you don't have to look at these anymore. See?
How does this is that I have 5 leaf 5?
And you have one of these, and you have one of these. See? Because for each one of these, yeah, it's -2. Oh no, that's what these are. Never mind. That's what these are. There you go. So you have 1, so it's -2. Yeah, I think that's how those ones work. We're learning something. We've been using them to track the whole time, and that's not their intended purposes. So that way you know how much you have. So capabilities, when you gain a steel or aluminum capabilities card, which is that, move the corresponding cube on its track, add a second cube to the right column if needed. So these are your capabilities. Because if you get another one of these, then it makes it 4 less. You get another one of them, it makes it 6 less, because you're just going to keep increasing.
But so this here means that I have...
That's the leave. This is your leaves to spend. This is your fire to spend. This is your credit.
Does it still here counts as 5?
5 leaves, not 5 credits.
5 leaves, 5, 6
Yeah.
fuego.
Sí. So that's the same. That's the same.
Pero ¿por qué 5 leaves if I have already done this multiple times? It's 3 that I gain every production phase.
So then I guess you should be at 6. You must not have moved that up one time then.
I am here at 10.
Oh, I didn't even see your 10. Okay, so you're at 15. Okay, get rid of the 10. There you go. I didn't see that. Sorry. Lo siento. That's mi culpa. Okay. Yeah. So that was different. That changes things slightly. It just makes it easier for your production phase. When you played this, did you do your activate?
I just played it.
You play a green card from your hand that has a printed cost 9 or less without paying its MC. Did you do that?
No, because I don't have any. I just played that.
Do you have a card? Do you have a green card that costs less than 9?
I don't have more. I played them already.
Here, you're going to trade this with me. No, you're not. You should have waited until you had another green card.
I was not understanding what I was doing.
Okay. Did I gain my 4 MC? It's been so long. I don't think I did because I'm at no, because I gained 6 from here, so I didn't get my 4 bonus. So I get 4 bonus. Okay. All right, so put this back in. Take your production card back. All right. What are we doing? We need to get these things up what we need to be doing. We need $15 and start flipping some tiles. We don't have many rounds left, Amor. This might be hard for 2-player. It's also hard when you don't know how to build your engine, right?
And when you don't get the cards that you... I mean, I have always been between production and development.
That's pretty much, I think, the game. Because you have to produce to get more credits to be able to develop more. What's the one? I have a blue card. So. All right, so I'm going to do that. All right, ready? See? All right, so action goes first. We do our players activate our actions, and I can activate an action an additional time. So you can only activate with your actions. I think you can activate each action once, and then that gives you the ability to activate an action twice. So actions, each player may resolve the action ability on each of their cards in play during this phase. Each player may resolve any number of standard actions any number of times. Bonus, if you choose this phase, you may resolve the action ability on one of your cards in play an additional time. Oh, so on one of your cards an additional time. So your cards you can only resolve once. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to resolve, I've only got one, so I'm going to resolve this twice. So we're doing our actions, right, to do all of our stuff there. C with this. So you spend...
So I can spend 8 leaves to make 1 oxygen?
Yeah, well, or you can spend as many as you want. Up here you can do as much as you want. So if you had 16 leaves, which you unfortunately don't, then you could do it twice. But yes, you can spend 8 to get a tree, to do 1 oxygen, and to move yourself up 1. Because that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to spend. I'm going to activate this twice to get my 2 leaves there, right? And then I'm going to activate this for 16 to increase the heat twice, and then that moves me up twice there. Leaves, I have 2, 4, 5, 6, so I don't have enough. So for you, you would need 14 leaves. So actually, yeah, you can do twice. You can do 2 plants. Plant 2 trees. I'll give you a leaf for your trees. So
I raise oxygen?
Yep, so you raise oxygen twice, and you get 2 of these little tree tokens. These are worth points at the end of the game.
Where do we do oxygen?
Right here. So you move that up twice. And then you move up your green token, your little marker twice. Your TR track. There you go. All right. Any other actions? Let me see. I don't think there's any other actions we can afford to do. Yeah, because you don't have 15, so you can't.
But what about? Ah, no. 5. I have only.
Yeah, so it's just the things down at the bottom. Yeah, I have 6, and then I don't have 15, so I can't flip over a tile there. All right, so that is the action stage done, and I activated my card twice. All right, So then it is your turn. So we do production. Unfortunately, production happens after action.
Because then I would make more.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you gain what's on your track. That's basically what production is. You go down this row. So I know that I get 6 monies. I get 8.
Production is this.
Well, you can ignore these now. Remember I said that's what we were playing wrong.
Oh, so we don't move this anymore.
When you get a new card, you do.
It was fine before.
I know, but we were doing it wrong. You don't have to look at your cards anymore. You just look at this. So like I get 6 monies. I get 8.
I gain. ¿Por qué? Oh,
I get no
leaves.
So you get
No, this is more complicated for me. See?
yeah,
It says
4 leaves. See? 4 leaves. And you get 2.
2 fuego.
2 heat, 2 fuego. And you get
4 dineros.
4 dinero.
1, 2,
And we forgot to take our 1 for the phase. That's the hardest thing to remember is to take 1 on the phase. Probably should put it like right here where we put our cards. So we're like, oh, hang on, I'm gonna take 1. All right, and then you get 4 because you played the production.
Yay, I'm rich. Now I could have done action.
Now the action would be more beneficial. Yep. All right, so take your development back.
Take my development back.
There's your production. All right, so let's see here. What are we going to do this go round? What do I got? I got a little bit of money.
Did I play this? See, I did it, right? Why do I have it back?
When did you play this?
Because I raised. Didn't I give up fuego for? No.
No.
So what did I just do?
I didn't play the red blue card. I played the red blue card. No, I haven't played another red blue card. No, I haven't played another red blue card yet. You should probably just have it sitting down there.
Okay.
Okay. Listo?
No.
No.
No. Es rojo.
Question is whether or not you like this or not, because that's going to determine the backing of the Kickstarter.
I'm trying to get it. It's interesting, but it's like a lot of things going on.
People love Terraforming Mars, and this is supposed to be, I don't know, you guys have to let us know down in the comments. This is supposed to be an easier, more streamlined version of Terraforming Mars. If this is streamlined, I don't want to see regular Terraforming Mars ever. All right, so we got development and a construction. Okay. All right, so we do the development first. So we both get to play a green card. And then mine costs 3 less.
I don't have.
You have no green cards? Would you like to trade for a green card?
See.
All right, so take the red thingy. And then I will trade you for a green card. Which one's going to be beneficial to you? I'll give you that one because you don't seem to have any draw cards. Basically, it's going to let you draw a card during production phase.
But I don't play it yet.
Oh, I did that, and then I can't even play mine. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I gave you the card that I can, yeah.
So not trading?
Yeah, I gave you the card, the only card that I could play. So you get this instead.
Compensation?
Compensation. All right. Yeah, so this is what it, so like here, we don't need to, see this is why it says you don't need to see those anymore. Because see, then you start getting so many cards, you're going to have to start compressing them like that. All right, so that cost me 11 minus 3, so that's going to cost me 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that lets me draw a card during production phase. All right, and now we do the construction. Each player may play 1 blue card or 1 red card. All right, so I will play, do I have enough to play this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is this one here because...
I'm going to play this, which is going to cost me 5, 10, and then 5 heat. So I'm using heat.
So mine costs 0, but I have to give up.
And I gain
There you go.
3 plants for doing that. Oops. Yeah, so you had to give up fire to do that. And then what does that give you? Gain 4 plants immediately. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you add 2 animals or microbes to another card. I'm not sure what those things, I'm not sure what the animals and microbes do, because like I read that and it didn't make sense because I have the same thing where I can do microbes and it didn't make sense to me then. It's not making any sense to me now. Plants represent special resources. The corporation can invest itself in the animals and the microbes of the science resource humanities features home. These 3 special resources are collected on project cards to be used for specific effects. Animal. This project introduces various kinds of animals into the Martian ecosystem. These cards generate VP. Event. Asterisk. Microbe. This project involves introducing various kinds of microbes onto the Martian ecosystem. It doesn't say like if it has to be a specific type of card. Like, see, I have the same thing. I have this microbe one.
I don't. Isn't this any of these microbes?
No, that's the trees. That's the point for the trees. Because how would you know it's an animal if you don't have an animal? Somewhere it mentioned it. I thought they had an example. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it goes. Star. VP per 2 animals on this card. Effect when you play a plant or animal, including these, add an animal to this card. Oh, there's a card that combos with. So playing that right now doesn't do you any good because you don't have the combo card.
So that's the only way I can add animal?
You'll have to have a card that gets you points for having the plants and animals to it. Although this one doesn't say you get victory points for it. It's a project. So there's some kind of project cards. See, as it says, project cards can have up to 3 tags. So basically there'll be a card that'll have a microbe here, and then that's where you put the microbes, or it'll have an animal, and that's where you put the animals. So yeah, you don't want to play that yet.
But yeah, I haven't.
So do you want to change? Well, it's a little bit late to say that you want to change. That you want to play something other than the construction.
Yes, fuego.
Oh, Jesus. Because that you can't benefit from that one right now.
And when are we going to get more cards?
You have to do the draw. So if you want, I mean, I can reverse what I did, and you can do the draw instead. You want to do the draw instead? So you take that back. I take my farming back, which was 5, 10. All right, so all players draw 2 cards. So go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then you keep 1. You get to draw an additional 2 cards and keep 1. So now draw another 2. So you get to keep 2 cards, basically. Well, I'm sorry. You have to keep one of these 2 and then keep one of these 2. Sorry. Hey, I've got my microbe card. Speaking of microbes. All right, so now what do the microbes do? Requires red temperature or colder. During the production phase, this produces 2 plants. Oh, okay. So while we're in the red...
By the way, this discard?
Yeah, you discard. Okay. I'm figuring things out now. Like they said, now we're cooking with gas. Oh, see, now that makes sense with this one now, because it says this is extreme cold fungus, right? And then this one here goes with that. During the production phase, this produces 2 plants. But it's not 2 plants per microbe on it though. So there must be one that says per microbe, I guess. Oh, so maybe I don't want to keep that one. I thought it went with the card I had. Where's my other card? Requires you to spend 1 TR. When you play that, you pay 4 less for it. Oh no, yeah, I like this one better. Okay. Because I can't. I thought this would combo with this and it doesn't. I'm guessing there's a card that says for each microbe on this card, get XYZ probably. All right. Oh, hang on. You're supposed to draw an additional 3 cards and keep 1 card.
Want to keep them? Ooh.
No, you drew. No. You drew. Just draw 1 more. Didn't see if you want that versus whatever the second card was you kept.
Yeah, I want this.
Okay, then get rid of whatever that.
Also, I still get to keep only 2 out of everything
2.
I could draw.
So you draw 2, keep 1. Draw 3, keep 1.
Oh, yeah.
Lo siento. Lo siento. Es mi culpa. All right. Take your production back. All right. All right, what do I want to do this time? I don't have much money anymore.
¿Qué es un TR?
TR is your points, which we need to get to a combined 80. And we need to flip all of those to win. We're not doing well. We've done something completely wrong because right now we're nowhere near being able to win. I mean, either that or I know I did that action earlier way too early. And maybe we're not getting the good cards. I don't know. Okay. I think I'll do that one.
So to play the one that I wanted to play before, I needed microbe or animal?
To play that one, you needed a card that supports microbes or animals getting put onto it.
So one that has microbe here?
And then down at the bottom, it'll say something about putting microbes on it or putting animals on it. What's the one you got? That's fine, we're co-op, it doesn't matter. Okay, so microbes. During the production phase, this produces 1 plant. Okay, so it doesn't get a benefit for putting microbes on it. It doesn't say you get any benefit from it.
Then I don't know. I don't have enough money for the other one. Then, okay, I can just, okay.
All right, so development first and then construction. So yours is going to cost 3 less. So I'm going to go ahead and build my strip mine. So that does cost me 1 TR.
So do I gain this leaf right now? No, that's in the production.
And then that costs me 12, so 10, and then I'm going to use 2 of my heat for 12. Yeah, which just messed me up. Okay, so we did that one. So now we do this one. I'm not going to play a blue card because I kind of can't afford it anymore. So instead, I'm just going to do the draw card. All right, so you can play a blue card if you have a blue card or red card you want to play. If not, then we're on to the next round.
Is there any way I can, how do I make more money? I have to, what is this?
You can discard. You can discard a card to get 3, which I forgot about too. Yeah, I'm going to discard 2.
No. Can I discard 2 cards and gain 6?
Yeah, you can discard as many as you want. Technically, you want to, I mean, get rid of everything, then you definitely have to do draw on your next phase.
But then what is that said? Oh, it's this one. That is this one. When you
Play a card that has that symbol, it's cheaper. So like mine here, if you would have had this card, you would have been able to buy it for 2 less. So now, anytime I get a star card or a house little card, I can build them for 2 or 3 less.
I'll discard these and make 3. But I spent already the 3 that I paid for this one to pay the one that makes me play cards.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. It's a learning experience. All right. So 9. I only have 6 there. See, before we flip it over, I knew that's going to happen. All right, so production, we both get 4 for doing that. All right, so we both produce. All right, so I get 6. I get.
So we don't gain this 4?
Yeah, I already gave it to you.
You get.
I gave it to you.
That's what you did.
I don't get any plants. I don't get any of that. Oh, but I do get to. I forgot to get to draw a card. I have this down here now. I forgot to increase that.
Get 4 plantas.
Oh. So I discarded. Remember, I discarded a card. So I'm never going to get that planet symbol. That I discarded. The next card I drew,
Oh.
that planet symbol. All right.
You didn't give me this, did you?
I didn't give you anything. I didn't give you any of your stuff.
No. This. Give me this or this or.
I just gave you this 4. That's all I gave you.
So I'm gonna give me those 4.
4. See.
Oh, that is there. See, 4. I need it.
See. That's why I like these. That's why I said just see. You did all your stuff? You did your heat? You did your... Okay. So you did all your production. Production. Okay. All right, so take your card back.
Now I have to wait until the next production.
You still don't have enough? I mean, well, now we're a whole extra turn because of that. Yeah. We don't have enough to do it.
No, wait. I can do it now. I can. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Too late. I showed you mine. That's fine.
Oh.
I flipped mine over already. All right. So your development is going to cost 3 less, and I don't want to develop.
What if you run out of cards?
You run out of cards, you have to play the draw card action because that's the only thing you really can do. Because that's all you've got left, right? Is to draw cards so you can have more cards. All right, so what did you build?
So, requires me to... What is that?
That requires you to go down 1.
Okay, that's what it says here.
Yep.
During the production phase, this produces 2 heat.
Yeah, you just get 2 heat, so move your heat up by 2. There you go, so now you get 4 heat. All right?
beautiful.
Right, so done that. I don't want to develop, so we're going to do a blue or red card. So I'm going to do
Finally?
hydroelectricity, and because I have this, it cost me 4 less. So that would be oh, that's a big one. Remember, it's discounted. Oh, no, no, you don't have that one. I have that one. Oh, see, this is where that would come in. Yeah, so it's not discounted, sorry. All right. My brain is broken right now. 11 minus 4. 10 would be 3, would be 7.
7.
You said 8, see? It was just brain fart. All right, so I played that.
Flip 2.
And then as an action, I can spend 1 money to gain 2 heat. If you choose the action phase round, I gain 1 additional heat. Oh.
Wait, can I do that?
You do that, you flip over 2 ocean cards, and you get whatever the benefit is on the ocean cards.
Más una hoja y un dinero.
So you get 1 and 1.
Oh, but that's just this time. So
Yeah, you're just gaining it. Yeah. So this.
I don't.
Don't move that. That should still be at what, 4, right? Yeah.
Why do I?
Oh,
Why do I have 5 here? Oh, because of
base.
that.
Yeah, each 5. You're right. And that gets you.
Those hojas.
Más plata. Okay, you need to upgrade, or you need to do the action phase or something. 4, 5. I know you like lots. There you go. A little bit better. A little bit better. All right, and you get 2 victory points, or 2 TR points. So we're at 10. We only have 3 rounds left. There is no way we're beating this in 3 rounds. Is it? Let me double check that it's the same requirements. There's no way in 2-player that this can be done. I don't think this can happen. In this mode, 2 players work together to completely terraform Mars before times run out. After you finish setting up the game, do the cube, so you have 30, so 15 rounds. Players should give each other advice and encouragement. After players have revealed their phase cards each round, each player takes a cube. We're doing that. Color card. Discard the cube, and you may trade 1 project card from one to the other. The game ends at the end of 15 rounds. At the end of the game, if all of the terraforming parameters have been completed, nope, and at least 80 victory points, the players win. Otherwise, the players lose. I have no idea how to do this. I have no idea. We're just, I guess, playing so wrong. Because, like, we barely put a dent on that. Even if we were to take the action turn, like, we wouldn't be cranking that up. Like, it wouldn't be like,
No.
you know what I mean? All right, well, we'll keep going. Oh, I played my blue, and then here I can play another blue card. Or
I had to pay less for this one.
for your green one.
I paid the 21.
No.
Ah, my green one. This
Green one. You paid 1 for that one, right?
tip. I did.
10, 11, 12. What do I got? 12. 15, which leaves me at 11. Which still isn't enough to do 2. 10, 12. All right, so I'm going to play another blue card. So that's going to cost me 15. So 10, 12, 15. And then I gain 3 plants. So I have muchos plants. All lined up. All lined up. And then this one, as an action, I can discard a card to gain 3 plants. So I can basically just keep getting plants. I said you were going to do plants and I was going to do heat, but somehow we've completely messed that up because you're gaining heat, I'm gaining plants, which I think is slowing us down. right, well, that's it. So that was the end of that turn.
Pero I made a lot of plantas.
See, we'll take your production. Well, all the oxygen that we've gotten was from your 2 trees. Because you're the only one that's made any trees right now. All right. All right.
I don't have any cards.
Neither do I, and that's really a problem.
So
Like in a 2-player game, this is a problem.
yeah,
In a 4-player game, the chances of all 4 people doing that is
yeah, it's not.
less. Yeah, that's definitely a problem in a 2-player game. In a 2-player game, if both people choose the same thing, you should just basically one person take it back. Because, all right, we'll go with it. All right. So we both get to draw 2, pick one, and then we get to draw 3 and pick one. That's not what I need. These are both useless for what we're trying to accomplish. Both of these cards are for for multiplayer, for winning points.
Then draw 3 and keep 1.
Yeah, draw 3 and keep 1. Yeah, so I found one where you need to have whatchamacallit? The animals. Ooh, there we go. There we go. I got one that have to add microbes to. That works. But there was one, it says add animals. But again, the animals just give you victory points. Now the microbes, add 3 microbes to this card. Action, add 1 microbe to this card or remove 3 microbes to flip an ocean tile. So it makes it easier for me to flip ocean tiles. I like that. That's a good one. Again, don't think that's going to happen before the end of the game, but you know. I'll have to look at BGG and see if somebody's got a better 2-player version of this. Now, new expansion is supposed to make it better for 2-player, from what I understand, because it gives you scenarios, I think, to go after. Did we take our 1? We didn't take our 1 because I was out. All right, we both did that. We both did that. That's it. That's it for that one. I have to hope you just didn't do the same thing I did.
I have to hope the same.
You had money. I didn't think you were going to get production. You had money.
But I don't have. But I want to do.
All right. Well, no, that's fine. Put it back. That's what we got to do. There's got to be. Yeah, somebody's had to have come up with a better rule for this because that seems broken. Like that just doesn't work. All right. So we both gain 4 credits for playing the card. We both take one of those. So we have 1 round left, so we basically know we lost. But we'll play it out just to see. I highly doubt we're gonna win. Okay, do our thingies. So I get 6 monies. Get to draw a card. Meh. Get 8 heat. No plantas, no nadas for the rest.
Okay,
All right. Todo?
Sí.
Bien. All right. Switch your cards.
Oh, I didn't give me the 4.
I did. I gave it to you.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. It's just I
are.
don't understand this. I don't understand the game. I don't understand how anybody could win this at 2 players. Either we have just completely played wrong, or I don't know. Somebody will let us know. Maybe. Or it's beyond our capabilities, which is highly possible too. Give us a game with cute fuzzy animals instead. What? It's the last turn. It really doesn't matter. There's no way we're flipping over that many ocean tiles plus raising both those meters up in this term, so it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, we'll activate what we can. Let's see how much damage we can do. So here I can discard a card to gain 3 plants. So I'm going to discard a card. I can only 1 card. So, but I can activate it twice. Right? This just gives me 1 plant.
I don't even have blue cards.
I'm going to discard 2. No, this is action. This isn't playing blue cards. Yeah, actions. So I'm discarding 2 cards to get 6 plants because I'm doing this twice. Right? I am going to action, spend 1 MC to gain 2 heat. And I played action, so I get 1 bonus heat. So I'm going to spend 1 to get 3 heat. I gain 1 plant for that one. All right, so I activated all these. All right, now I'm going to activate, we can activate these. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I'm going to spend 15.
I don't have enough to do 8.
To flip a tile.
Oh,
See?
dang it, I'm too short.
I can draw a card. This card, what's that?
Actually, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take back that discard. Take back that discard. And instead, I'm going to do this action again. So I'm going to pay 1 to get 3. Because then that allows me to do 1, 2, 3. All right, so I can raise heat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. And then I'm going to plant plants, 2 plants. So 1, 2. 1, 2. When you flipped them, you move up there too. So I get 2 trees. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't.
Uno? For flipping?
Yeah, 1 for flipping. And then.
What is that? Just this card?
Draw a card. It's not the point right now. All right, and then how many do you have here? 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so you can raise heat once. Moves you up 1. And then 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So you can move this up 3. 1, 2, 3. And you get 3 more of these. You go 1, 2, 3. Now you're seeing how the combos work, how it plays off of each other. That's the engine building part, right? That we just completely missed on. So that is that. That's everything I spent. All me monies. I don't have enough to do any flipping. Actually, hang on. I can discard 1, 2, 3. Will that give me enough? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that will. So I discard 2 cards, which will give me 6. which technically I'm going to spend 15, flip over a tile. Gives me, doesn't matter, 1 card and 1. How many cards do you have?
3.
Discard them all. Oh no, that would only give you 9, 10, 11, 12. That would only give you 13. Still wouldn't have enough. Yeah, so almost, and this would have been the 2 there. I see it at the end. I see what you're supposed to do. I think it's because 2 things hurt us, which is when we play duplicates. That hurts, right? Because you're slowing yourself down. 2, I played the action way too early, I think one time. And even I would say the production too early, but you almost have to play the production. One of us has to almost play the production every time. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I see what you're supposed to do. I just don't know how to do it is the problem. I see the puzzle, but I can't figure out what I'm building because I don't have a picture of the puzzle. It's like somebody just threw a bunch of puzzle pieces in front of me and said, figure it out. And I didn't figure it out. All right. So let's switch over to our final thoughts or first impressions. Or first impressions. There we go. It probably echoed and repeated itself. You got your little socks on your chair now, so we're good to go. All right, so here we go. So the first thing, this of course is the deluxe copy. I mentioned in my unboxing, I did get this off of Amazon and was able to get it for a pretty good deal because it was a warehouse deal. And the only thing I could figure out is there was some tape sticker on it. Don't know if that was from Amazon or being shipped back. And there was one scar down the side of the box where when somebody was opening, I guess the big box, they cut through and cut it. But this is the deluxe edition, so everything we're playing with are the deluxe components, all right? So, component-wise, what do you think?
I like the components. I like the cards. The cards are good, quality cards. The cubes are good, but it's confusing to have, for me, I don't know, to have the same color because I'm thinking now that this is money. So I want to use everything as money.
Yeah, and that's what we said during the gameplays. It would have been better if they would have had red cubes, green cubes, and then the money, I mean, if they want to do 3 different ones for denominations, that's fine. But honestly, even if they would have done like the money as gold, 3 different sizes, the fire, the heat as red, 3 different sizes, and the green, same thing at 3 different sizes. That way you can do the 1, 5, and 10. Yeah, I do agree with that. Everything else is pretty good. I do like the art. I haven't seen the original game, but the art looks good. The dual layer board is nice here. This should be dual layer board too. I can't tell you how many times we probably slid this, and it may have been a one spot.
Yeah, it's weird that it's not.
It's also too big. Like it kind of, like if you barely tap in, you're like, okay, what was it here? Was it yeah, and that I think a lot of people complain about. I think there is a new board in the Kickstarter, so maybe that will fix that. But otherwise, yeah, all the components are good. They work. They do what they do. So I do like the components. Just a couple little criticisms, right? Mechanics. So for the mechanics, is basically an engine builder. We're playing the cards. We're using our resources. There's the action selection. I get what it is, and I think I would get the puzzle of building out my engine. I just don't know what it is right now. And as we said, a 2-player, I don't think this works. When we basically, I'm kind of pointing down a thing, but basically this situation here, this doesn't work in a 2-player game. In a 3 or 4-player game, it'd be fine, right? Okay, well, you got 2 people played action, but hopefully the other 2 people played production and draw a card. So it's not a completely wasted, action that round. So I do see that as a mechanical issue. I would have to look up online to see how that works. I do know that in the expansion, they have the ability to upgrade cards. So that would help you, like, okay, you upgraded your action card. I should never play my action card because you upgraded your action card. So I know yours is better. So I'll just wait till you play it. So that's one thing the Kickstarter does have. Otherwise, the iconography is good.
Yeah.
Right? I think once you get to use the iconography, that, I guess we'll go to that as the rule book, right? So the rule book mentions the iconography, but it doesn't have any examples of the combination cards. Like there's no example talking about the microbes and the animals. So we were confused about that at first until we saw one of those cards. So without it being in the rule book, if you're a new player, you don't know that that's how those work. If I would have known that, I probably would have never played this card. Like, but I was thinking, oh, microbes must do something cool. I want the microbes, right? So I played that card. Anything else in the mechanics?
No, I mean, I was very confused at the beginning. It's just because there are many things to do, I believe. I mean, at the end, I was getting it, but I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Let's go check out the. So we're going to the difficulty. So we'll go ahead and bring up the weight.
I always talk about the difficulty and the mechanics.
Yeah. So let's see here. Ares Expedition. So Ares Expedition is on the higher end. Ares Expedition is a 2.91, almost a 3. So I am surprised by that because they say this is supposed to be a lighter weight version of Terraforming Mars. So now I'm wondering, what is Terraforming Mars? Which came out in 2016. 3.25.
And this one is what?
2.9, so almost a 3. But that is lighter weight. The difference between a 3.25 and a 2.9, that's a big chunk. So yeah, this is definitely not a lightweight game. And our playthrough is probably proof in that, right? We try to do a first impressions. We try to make it as legitimate as possible. We're not expert gamers. I don't plan moves out. Neither one of us really plan things out. And that might be the hindrance of this game. This seems like a game where you have to be able to plan that out. So that way, when you get down to those last couple turns, you're able to do more. I think similarly, the normal end game, let's see here, the normal end game, the end game is triggered when all 3 are true. So in the normal end game, you keep playing until you complete all 3, because then you're going to count up points. So the game goes longer because you have to get all that done. Meaning you're going to go through the deck, you're going to see more cards. So definitely something in the two-player co-op. I don't know, something's got to be tweaked a little bit. So that kind of leads into fun at 2. The 2 cards. The double cards at 2 is not fun. The co-op, I think, is fun. I think we'd have more fun than both of us just doing our own thing in Terraforming Mars until we met the objective. So right now we're looking at an hour and 40-ish minutes, give or take, explanations and stuff like that. So maybe about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. And we're maybe a third of the way done, right? So that just seems like it would be a very long slog. I would expect this to be a very quick game. I think Terraforming Mars, on the other hand, is even longer than that. Average play time, it's saying 120 minutes. I don't know if that's the community's time, but
that is the previous one.
Yeah, they're saying 2 hours for regular Terraforming Mars. This one they say 45 to 60 minutes. We took longer than that because we're first time playing, but again, I couldn't imagine trying to complete this whole thing. Although again, if you have 2 more people, you're going to get that stuff completed faster.
Yeah.
Because when we did the action phase, everybody would be increasing it. And maybe that's what it needs to be. Maybe in a 2-player game, this needs to start at a different number, not at the zeros, right? Maybe because some cards do interact with the purple, maybe they just start at the first purple, right? It means you got less time to be able to use those cards. So I'll look on BGG. There may be some tweaks. If there is, maybe we'll give this another shot. Of course, if we're backing the Kickstarter, which currently I am, which you'll have to remember that for a video in 2 months. Then we'll play it and maybe we'll see if there are different things. But again, I think the Kickstarter has some enhancements that make it better at 2 players. Last thing is the theme.
The theme is really nice. I like the theme. I like it because yeah.
So the theme is we're terraforming Mars and we're raising the heat. We're getting oxygen. It makes sense what you're doing. Right? The water.
The microbe, the life.
Life on the planet. So the theme is there. I mean, it's a shell of a theme. It's not like it's not like there's anything that we're doing that's saying that you as the person is going
Yeah.
through and doing these things. But thematically, I don't know if this would work. These elements could work in a different game. Now, I think the mechanics could. I think what you're doing mechanically, but the way they've got the pieces, I would say, how could you turn this into another game? Like, if you're not doing
That
Terraforming.
is not Terraforming Mars. Yeah.
Yeah, like, trust me, somebody could. There's brilliant game designers out there. I guarantee they'd find a way to slap a new coat of paint on this and figure out how to do it. But so there's a little bit of theme there because you're doing what technically you would do to terraform Mars. All right. Any last thoughts? It is not language independent.
It is not language.
So we can't take it to Colombia. No?
No, I mean, no, we said it all. It's not one of the first games that somebody, well, maybe they could play and do better.
If we take this to our families, they were like fighting us with funfair. Right? They were like Everdale. Everdale was, so some of the games we thought were good beginner entry weight games we took down. And we got a video up if you want to see what we thought were good beginner games. They took a bit to try to wrap their head around it. This was a Target game. This was released at Target as an entry weight game.
This one?
I don't think it is. I think you want to have a little bit more game experience under your belt before you go into this. Unless your brain works that way. I don't know. Maybe there are people that your brains just click that way and would have no problem. But then the problem is, are the other three people at the table clicking that same way? Okay. So we'll give it another shot. I don't think it's a game that we will get rid of right now. But I can't say it's a game that will make our top 10. With that said, guys, if you want to watch more gameplay content, we do have some more Kickstarter gameplays coming up. We do have, I got Title Blades in the mail the other day, so of course we're going to have that coming up. Familiar Tales, I got a couple things just sitting around. Got a huge box. You need to follow us on Instagram to see what's going to come up, because I take the pictures of the games when they come in, and you can see what we'll be playing on the channel. But again, if you want to watch that content, what do I got to do?
Subscribe. Comment.
Well, comment.
Answer.
Yes, we would like you to comment. The YouTube likes that.
Let us know what we do.
Let us know that we did everything wrong. We appreciate that.
Yeah. And
Most important thing, so they know when we go live.
did we mention this today?
We didn't even mention the Extra Life. Yes, also donate to Extra Life. Donate, link down below. This is one of the worst outros ever.
Para los niños.
No, para los niños. No one's even watching it at this point, but we appreciate anybody who has watched it this far. And until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.